Don't give me none of that, boy. Like, damn, that shit potent as fuck. What you smoking on? You can't have none. Sorry. I have nothing for you. Nothing for you. Only for me. We be smoking that gas. My boy said, what the fuck is this? Get that shit out of my face. It's too much. What, Pop? Gee, I wish they need to invent a talking box so I can see what the fuck be wrong with my cat, boy. Oh, we breaking down, we rolling up, bro. We just finished a video about money. This shit gonna be up on YouTube in a sec. Man, I really just been back. I really just been kicking back, bro. Like, really just peeping a lot of energies, really just observing, and really just keeping my energy out the way. Like, I really believe in energy. Everything is attached to emotion. Like, whatever you do is attached to your emotion. You either go somewhere or do something because you are emotionally attached to it. Whether you feel happy about it, or whether you feel excited about it, whether you don't want to go, it's energy. That's how your day come out. That's why yes, Papa, what? Since you want something so bad, fucking fuck. Every time I'm talking, this nigga man, I done forgot my train of thought. But nah, man, I resort to the truth. But like, I've been keeping myself out the way. It's important, like I say, it's all about energy, and energy is in your emotion. If you feeling bad that day, that's why they really say, make sure when you get up, you speak over your life, or you stretch and like release, and you better speak. Your words are power. And so whatever emotion you carry, that's what you're gonna attract. If you irritated, woke up on the wrong side of the bed, you're gonna attract niggas cutting you off in traffic. You're gonna attract people that are rude. Because I feel like that's just God's way of saying, you better straighten up, nigga. Fuck you think this is? The more that you feed into the fact that this nigga has cut you off and you mad about it, get the hunking and fucking trying to do the shit back, you are stuck in your little mode. You stuck in life. And I'm not, I ain't saying I'm the nigga to be like super calm when a nigga get in front of me, but it's just like, you gotta know that shit gonna happen. It's the fucking road. Like, everybody is not a fucking Danica Patrick in this bitch. Everybody is not a Jeff Gordon in this motherfucker. You feel me? So you have to make sure you watching where the fuck, what's happening. And you just know, if you accept that people gonna cut you off, that people is gonna do dumb shit on the road, you have less problems every day. Because you can automatically understand that, and when it happens, you're not as tense. Because you already know, like, okay, fuck it. You got in front of me, now I'm just gonna drive behind you and wait till I can get over and ahead. Or, you feel me? It's not. When you return someone else's emotion, you are giving them power. That's how I feel. And it be crazy because people be doing shit on purpose. They just want to see. I just want to see what happens if I do this. I just want to see what this person's gonna do. Man, I got crazy thoughts. I can't be in beef with nobody. My thoughts be crazy as fuck. You feel me? I might do something I wasn't even trained to do and do it well. You know? So there's that, but we enjoying life, bro. Going with the emotion we wanna have. We ain't letting life give us emotions. We ain't letting people navigate our emotions for us. What do we want to feel? And be that. If we want to feel love, give that. Give love. Fuck you wrong. If you want to see money, find ways to make yourself available to that energy. You gotta feel first. You gotta be like, yeah, I'm rich. I'm wealthy. Ain't shit that you got around you is talking wealth. But you got the mindset. And it starts there. Because everything in the physical manifestation comes from your mind. It has to start somewhere. Oh, man. God is really doing it today. I'm really having a lot of downloads today. Usually I be sitting talking to myself. Me and God, we doing the thing, smoking up, just chilling and shit. Right now, y'all are the lucky ones. I'm lucky too. I can't count because I'm a part of y'all, and God is giving this message to me. And I ain't higher than nobody. I'm going through the same things you're going through. Not exactly how you're going through them, but I'm trying to make it. You know, I gotta keep my mind in a constant way of, you got this. You got this. I gotta keep my mind in that constant mode. Because in this world, it's just so simple. It's so simple for you to drop everything and be sucked in. All they gotta do is create one thing that you can't get enough of. And then you lose sense of yourself and give yourself to that one thing. We won't ever have me to where I'm like, fuck everything else. It won't ever have me in that state again because I've already experienced it. And once you experience something, you have the choice to choose. Now you have the choice to choose. If it was only one thing, you wouldn't be able to choose. That's all. It's fine. Fine. You don't have anything else to choose? Fine. Make what you can make out of your circumstances. But when you have the tools, when you have a choice, and that's crucial because nothing in the world doesn't provide a choice for you. Nothing in the world has no choice. I don't know how to really say that without making it sound weird, but you always have a choice. That's how you say it. You always have a choice. And it's made like that for a reason. It's a natural order of things. Natural order. And if you smart, you're gonna try and figure out the natural order. How does this motherfucker move? How does this motherfucker work? How the fuck is we sitting here breathing in this bitch right now? How the fuck can I think of somebody and they asses just show right the fuck up or they call my phone? How can I find money on the ground? Shit be happening. You gotta ask yourself fucking questions. Excuse me while I get it right. Can't say too much to nobody, bro. A lot of people are not in the position that you are in, and they want you to lose. Good thing there are some people that want you to win. I like to think that the people that are already winning want you to win. It's a way that you can be happy in life. And it's called being grateful for what you have already. My boy is crying. For what? Nigga got a whole ass food and water in that bitch. Like, I don't know, bro. I'm growing every second, boy. Fuck a day. It's a joy. I find joy. I made up my mind a long time ago that struggle no longer meant pain. It no longer meant struggle. It meant growth. It meant I don't know something right here, so I gotta fucking figure it out. Or I'm gonna be on the same level until the end of time. Man, we got the Self First audio book coming out. Excuse me. And I'm proud of myself. This was something else that nobody was on my ass about. I had to do it. Sure, the book, I've done a book. I could write a book well. But the audio book, different type of beast. Because I am doing everything myself. And so, in doing everything myself, I gotta do all the parts. I know all the parts that have to be done. And this is where a lot of people quit. Because they figure out the shit that has to be done in something, and they don't want to do it. That's like when I was wanting to be a mechanical engineer, wanting to pimp my ride cars and shit, and I figured out that math was involved. I was like, hell no. Let's find something simpler. Basketball, which I'm not even playing no more. I still run a nigga down. Don't get me wrong. But I've only had one real thing that I always did in my life, that I always got fun from, that I always got, fulfilled from. And it was writing. I've always written. No matter what. No matter if it was a short story, no matter if it was a letter to a female, no matter if it was, just random things. I always loved to write. I take paper from my godmom's job and shit, like white paper and shit. It's just the paper, the blank paper. I don't know what it does. Seeing a blank paper in front of me is just so satisfying. It's like, what can you do, nigga? There's a fucking paper in front of you. What are you gonna do now? There's a blank paper in front of you. I love myself, man, because I'm adaptable to every situation, and I used to not like that. I used to not like change because I didn't feel like I was a people person. I felt like it was hard to get friends. I felt like it was always hard to make connections with people, and I always felt like I was going to be by myself my whole life. But that didn't ever stop me from longing. That didn't stop my heart from longing for wanting to be around people. So it became people pleasing. And it was even harder because I couldn't please my people, my inner circle. And so that shit really ran wild. People pleasing really ran wild. Because when you can't fulfill who you are around majority of the time is going to make you feel like you're not enough. And you not around other people to tell you nothing. Fucking kids and peers your age, they can't tell you shit. They just respond to how you acting. And this is so crazy I'm having this talk because a lot of things are coming into revelation. And I often have these times where I'm just, like I said, I'm all over the place. I feel like I can't think. And these are just things that they're illusions. They are thoughts in your mind that you have the choice to act on. It's like, well, this is not happening in my life, then this must be this. It's your choice to continue with that thought. If this isn't happening, like, you go down the drain spiral, continuing to think, and it's unconscious or conscious. If you're conscious of it, you're not going to be thinking like that. Because you understand that your words are power. It's a bittersweet thing growing up in a religious household, Christian household, because I see a lot of the things now about what I was hearing. Having faith is one thing that stuck with me to the end, because I seen it in my mama so well. She did it. Like, she manifested things in front of her face without, probably unconscious of it. Of how, but she is thinking that it's something outside of her that's doing it. And that's where my belief in God came from. That's where my faith came from, my mom. It's like, I didn't see some things that was like, okay, God, that gotta be you. I don't know, nothing else that could do some shit like that. And then things started happening in my life. And from there, it'd be funny to me because, now, right this minute, and thinking about the times that I've doubted, it's just funny because it's like, why do you do that? And it's a human thing. It's the drawback. It's like, okay, let me test you right here. And then the tests are the devil. This is just how I look at shit. This is how I perceive life. It's a grand thing to me. Like, seeing just extraordinary shit. Feeling extraordinary. Feeling like there's nobody like me. Exact replicas. Like, the energy, of course, the energy is infinite. But me as a person, the way I act, the way I do things, the way I think, with the things that I say, it's nobody that can do it exactly like me unless they copy it. It's gonna be a better version or its own version. Another long video. I'm just talking. I'm just grateful, man. I am so grateful. Because it does not have to be like this. I say that all the time. So I'm going to do everything in my power, everything that I can to make it continue happening for me. I'm gonna continue speaking because it's not in the outcome. I'm just learning this. It's not in the outcome. It is in the work. It is in the creation. It is the journey to the goal that matters. Because if you're just thinking about the goal, the work that goes into the goal, you are surprised. You're overwhelmed because you wasn't even thinking about this part. In order to have a shitload of money, you have to do something. And in this world, if you live on this planet, you gotta fucking do something to have it. It's just not gonna fucking fall in your lap. You could think so many times, I want $1 billion. I'm gonna get $1 billion. I'm gonna have $1 billion. But it's not gonna fall out of thin air. It might even accumulate in the money that you getting. And you just not realizing it. I probably had $1 million or 100,000 something out of all the money I done had in my life. So you've had it, or you've been close to it. It's not your fault that you didn't save it. It's not your fault that you didn't consciously just be like, I want to save every dollar. You had to see it, something like that. You had to be trained. It's not a fault in what you do unconsciously. When you're conscious, though, if you do it, you better know what come with it. You better know what come with it. Or else you're just gonna be walking in blind. And something could happen drastically or indrastically. It could be a warning or it could be fatal. It's important to know. It's important to grow. It's important to be aware. In growing, you must be aware. That's the key. Being aware is crucial. When you're aware, you can pinpoint what's happening so you can change it. And being aware, you can say yes and no to things that you know is going to help you or hurt you. And being aware, you grow. I'm like, I gotta stop this video in my head. God is like, it's not enough till I say it's enough. I feel you. Growth can't be measured. It can't be said that this is the point where you're done growing. It's never that, because you constantly change your age. So I think of things, I think of esoteric things logically. I try to bring it here to earth where I can understand it. Because this is where I live and function and shit, so I need to know what's going on. So I can maneuver down here. It just makes me feel better. Pressure is going to always try to weigh you down. But pressure make diamonds, man. Like, if you cower to pressure, it's going to fucking eat you up. If somebody coming at you like, what the fuck can you do? Who are you? And you don't answer with confidence, you don't answer with assertion, you going to get ate up. This is a dog-eat-dog world. And God is always here to give you what you want. But in the world that we live in, the ways that it comes, there's a difference. It's not kindness and love. The way God gives you blessings is kindness and love. But this world, the way you have to get those blessings. And I'm not saying do stupid shit. In this world, you have to create yourself from nothing if you want billions of dollars. You're not gonna get it from by working for somebody. That's just not gonna happen. So you have to be realistic about the shit that you wanna do, that you're doing. And it works. Comes out fine for you, man. Like, God is always helping. Angels always there. Things are always happening. But what you notice, what you focus on the most, is what's going to reoccur. What you need to focus on will always bother you if you're not doing it. It's so much coming out right now. I love it. It's so much pouring out of me right now. And test yourself. Go against your limits. Go against the shit that you don't think you could do. At least try it. You don't gotta be like, don't sit there and be like, I don't want to do it because this. You gonna make a list. You gonna always have a list. It's easy to talk. You gonna always have a list of shit that you don't, reasons why not. Until you do it. Until you have the thought and do it. It, first of all, in having the thought and doing it, that's gonna fulfill you right there. Cause I don't know how everybody thinks of it, but to me, I'm letting myself down if I have a thought and I don't pull up on it. That's just wild. At this point in my life, you know, I can't speak about who I was in the past because I didn't have the knowledge that I do now. It comes a time where you think you know a lot, and then in 1 second you don't know nothing, because I've just learned this. It's time to reevaluate. When you feel like you don't know anything, it's time to reevaluate. What do you know already? Okay, so if you know all those things, what is it that you want to do now? What do you have to learn that's new about it? It becomes that, because it's always something to know. It's always, if you are on a growth train, there is always something that you want to do. There's always something new that you're headed toward. There's always something new. Like, it never fails. But we all got different realities of everything. We all think one thing, another thing, and it happens in those ways that we think. Like, just think about it. Like, you be like, oh, that's typical, or I seen that before. I know those types of people. Just think about it like that. The world is the world. It's gonna always be the world. It's gonna always do the thing. It's gonna always. You're gonna always find out shit. You're gonna always be appalled. You're gonna always feel like shit is the same. You're gonna always be bored. It's gonna be a fucking cycle. Like, you just gotta open yourself up. Be wise. Be aware. Man, I love it. Life is so genuine, so amazing. I can't help it. I love it. I love life. It's doing well things to me. We treating each other like they need to be treated. And it's all individual until it becomes a whole. That's how I see it. But more life once again.